どうしたんだお前ら。
クイナが死んだ。
Kuina's death remains as a pivotal moment in One Piece, shaping Zoro's character and resolve to become the world's greatest swordsman. But what if there is more to this story than what we've been told? Take a seat, have a nice hot cup of tea, because it's about to get interesting.
相変わらずだね、三時鎮。
てめえに出したんじゃねえぞ
Kuina officially dies after falling a flight of stairs. It seems like a simple accident, but that's what makes it feel so unsatisfying to many fans. After all, Kuina was a prodigy with immense potential, so her sudden death left a lot of fans questioning if there was more behind it. Some fans believe foul play was involved, perhaps an assassination by someone threatened by her growing strength. Others speculate that she might have taken her own life, with her father covering it up to protect her honor or Dojo's reputation. One theory even suggests Kuina's father might have been involved, because he felt uncomfortable with her surpassing him as a swordsman in the future. But none of these theories truly capture the complexity of One Piece themes, nor do they align with the rich lore of the series. Okay, here's what I believe. It wasn't just a random accident. I think the real culprit was Wado Ichimonji, Kuina's sword. Now let's break down the evidence and reasoning behind this theory. Shimotsuke Kozaburo, Kuina's grandfather, and the very man who forged Wado Ichimonji, once said,
刀にも性格があり、それを服従させるのが剣士だ。危ねえ刀が妖刀アホイエ、そら名刀だ。弱者が恐れ、妖刀と名付けたら、それは誉れである。刀は怖え。真面目に狂気やってるからだ。
He also stated that swords exist to cut down enemies. Furthermore, we know the swords transform into black blades through cutting down enemies. All these suggest that swords seek a wielder who aligns with their purpose, which is to become black blades as if they have their own will. I think it's not a far-fetched idea that a sword can be conscious. After all, we know objects may have their own will in One Piece world, like Zoan-type devil fruits or going merry. I think at least legendary swords have a will of their own and choose their masters. We've seen evidence of swords having a will of their own before. Zoro's encounter with Sandai Kitetsu in Lockdown is a perfect example. Kitetsu was known as a curse sword, but it didn't try to harm Zoro. Instead, it accepted him as his master.
俺の運とこいつの呪い、どっちが強いか試してみようか。もらっておく。
Oden's sword Enma almost killed Zoro while trying to see if he is worthy to carry it. I think these moments show how a sword can align itself with a worthy swordsman. On the other hand, if a sword is in the hands of someone unworthy, it can become dangerous. That's why they are called cursed. From their very first duel, Zoro displayed an unyielding determination to surpass Kuina and achieve his dream of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world. Although Kuina had the same dream, she was insecure about herself. She believed her body would eventually become a limiting factor to beat male swordsmen. Hence, she wasn't going after her dream. Instead, she was aiming to inherit the dojo from her father, a peaceful life. In their last battle with real swords, Wado Ichimonji might have sensed Kuina's lack of confidence and Zoro's overwhelming determination and potential. I think at that moment the sword decided Zoro, with his unshakable resolve, was the master that will help it fulfill its ambition of becoming a Black Blade. Before her death, Kuina was trying to sharpen Wado Ichimonji. While this may seem like a small detail, to me it's significant. The sword was lying close by, or in her hands when the accident happened. To me, the proximity of Wado Ichimonji to her at that moment suggests that it might have an indirect role in what happened. Similar to the One Ring in Lord of the Rings, the sword might have affected Kuina's balance, or awareness, or even manipulated her to commit suicide. After all, she was down because her father rejected her to inherit the dojo. By removing Kuina from the equation, Wado Ichimonji ensured that Zoro, his preferred wielder, would inherit it and carry it to greater heights. I think this theory resonates deeply with One Piece themes of ambition, legacy, and the relation between tools and their users. Think about it. Kozaburo's philosophy, the concept of black swords, Zoro's duel with Kitetsu, they all support the idea of a sword choosing its wielder based on ambition and resolve. This theory also enriches the existing narrative by providing a darker and more complex layer to Kuina's death and Zoro's journey. It also introduces the possibility of future conflicts, emotional or otherwise, between Zoro and the legacy of Wado Ichimonji. As Zoro's bond with Wado Ichimonji grows, the sword could eventually become a black blade, symbolizing the perfect harmony between a swordsman and his weapon. If what I suggest is true, and Zoro ever learns the truth about Wado Ichimonji's role in Kuina's death, we don't know what he might do with the sword. It could create a deeply emotional moment, as well as giving even more meaning to his promise to fulfill his and her dream. So, what do you think? Is it possible that Wado Ichimonji played a role in Kuina's death? Or am I reading too much into it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but remember, no manga spoilers. Let's keep this channel anime only. And obviously, don't forget to like and subscribe for more One Piece discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and until next time, please keep your swords dull and locked away for God's sake.